You turn a handle. Water appears. You trust it before you taste it. No walking for hours. No reading mud. No watching animals. No wondering if one drink could make you sick. Just a glass. A tap. A hidden system doing the dangerous work for you. But before plumbing, water was not just something you found. Water was a problem you had to solve. Ancient humans did not walk randomly through the land hoping for water. They read the world like a map. Green plants in a dry place could be a clue. Animal tracks could point toward a hidden source. Birds moving at certain times of day could suggest water nearby. Damp soil could reveal moisture under the surface. A line of trees could mark a riverbed, even when the open ground looked dry. To us, these signs look small. To them, they could mean survival. But finding water was only the first step. The next question was harder. Can we trust it? Today, we often think clean water means clear water. Ancient humans could not afford that mistake. Clear water could hide danger. Still water could collect waste, dead insects, parasites, and sickness. Water near too many animals could become risky. Water with a bad smell, strange color, or dead life around it could warn the group away. They did not know the modern word bacteria. They did not need that word to notice patterns. Some water made people sick. Some water did not. Some places were safer after rain. Some became worse. Some streams could be trusted more than stagnant pools. This was not superstition. It was observation repeated across generations. One useful sign was movement. Flowing water was not automatically safe. But moving water often had advantages over water sitting still. It could be fresher. It could carry less surface scum. It could be easier to judge by smell, color, and surroundings. So a group might choose a stream over a silent pool. They might drink upstream from animal crossings. They might avoid muddy edges where waste collected. They might return to sources remembered from past seasons. Memory became a tool. The land was not just land. It was a living archive, where water appeared after storms, where it stayed during heat, where it vanished first, where people got sick, where the group could camp without dying of thirst. Then came another problem. Water could be found, but still be dirty. Mud, sand, leaves, insects, and floating debris could make it hard to use. One simple solution was patience. If muddy water sits still, heavy particles can sink. The top becomes clearer. Not perfectly safe. Not modern drinking water, but better than before. That difference mattered. Ancient survival was often built from small improvements. A little clearer. A little safer. A little less dangerous than the last option. Humans also learned from the ground itself. Water passing through sand, gravel, and soil can leave some particles behind. So in some situations, people could collect seepage near a riverbank, or dig shallow holes where water slowly gathered. The earth became a filter. Not a perfect filter, but a useful one. This is the kind of intelligence we often miss. Ancient humans were not just finding water. They were improving their chances with the materials around them. Stone, sand, clay, wood, animal skins, plant fibers. A container was not just an object. A container was technology. A gourd could carry water. A skin bag could move water between camps. A clay pot could store it. A stone basin could hold it in one place. Once humans could carry water, the map changed. They were no longer trapped beside one source. They could travel farther. They could return to camp. They could share with children, elders, and injured people. Water became portable survival. But the strongest ancient tool was fire. When people had a way to heat water, boiling could make many dangerous microbes less likely to survive. Today, that sounds obvious. Back then, it required control. You needed fire. You needed fuel. You needed a container that could handle heat. And before metal pots were common in many places, that was not simple. Some groups heated stones in a fire, then dropped the hot stones into water held in a container. The stones transferred heat. The water warmed. The process took attention. Too little heat, and nothing changed. Too much force, and the container could break. Again, this was engineering. Not with pipes. Not with machines. With fire, stone, timing, and care. Water also shaped where people lived. A camp was not chosen only because it looked comfortable. It had to answer dangerous questions. Where is water in the morning? Where is water in the dry season? Can children reach it? Can animals reach us there? Will floods destroy this place? Will the source disappear before we leave? This is why ancient movement was often intelligent movement. People followed seasons. They remembered springs. They returned to rivers. They avoided places where water failed. They taught the young what the land had taught them. And over time, humans did more than search. They began to shape water. Archaeology shows that many ancient societies built wells, cisterns, channels, drains, and storage systems. The details changed by place and period. A desert did not demand the same answer as a forest. A mountain camp did not solve water like a river valley. But the question stayed the same. How do we find it? How do we judge it? How do we improve it? How do we keep it close enough to live? Modern plumbing feels like magic because the struggle is hidden. The pipes are hidden. The filters are hidden. The treatment is hidden. The people maintaining the system are hidden. But the ancient question is still there. Every glass of water answers it. Every faucet is the latest version of an old human problem. Before plumbing, there were people watching birds at dawn. People checking mud with their hands. People carrying water in skins and clay. People heating stones beside a fire. People remembering which source saved them last year. They did not have taps, but they had attention. They had memory. They had cooperation. And they had the intelligence to read the land before the land became deadly. You did not invent safe water. You inherited the old question. Where is the water? Can we trust it? And how do we bring it home?